Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the RDYUP.GG League. This is the second game of the league, if I'm not mistaken. This is MDC versus Wanted Academy. Now, I'm just going to take you through the two teams really quickly. MDC is a Portuguese team. The Portuguese players, I'm not sure what the nationality of these players are, but I can just assume they're all Portuguese. And the players are Pa, Shiva, Dan, 20, and Fours. Now, I'm already getting loads of things in chat. Sorry about your ears, Pila. I've salved the stream many times before. I didn't know it was too loud. Tell me if it is way too loud and I'll turn it down. I've already seen you guys say Fours is Forsaken. But yeah, this should be some good CS. And the other team is Wanted Academy. Wanted Academy I have actually seen play before. They are a French team, and their roster consists of Zeke, BDV, Florisan, Ariel, and I do not remember the actual last player. That is, I have to go check that one. Dexom, that's it. He just joined the server, so that reminded me of him. I mean, what else would? Yeah, those are the two rosters for you, and the game should be commencing any moment now. Anyway, how is everyone's days today? French CS is equal to dead. To be fair, on the top of the scene in French CS, and I can openly say this after meeting some of the French players as well, players like Kenny and Shocks, they are very even better now that you have that's nice. Players like Kenny and Shocks, like, it's just a really not motivated scene. Ever since like those majors that they won, they just don't really have any motivation to get better. They just want to play for the salary and play for, not really play for their country. And like, it's kind of, at this point, it's kind of coming to the point where French CS is going to start dropping down, and UK CS has actually finally got some motivation again, and it's starting to come back up the scene, in my opinion. UK CS is dead. Debatable. UK CS is definitely growing, and like, just Smooya shows you how far some UK talent can come through. Also, seeing players like Def get to their first major actually do well to get to that spot. The UK CS scene is dead as like a 5-man, but like just the occasional UK player isn't dead. Okay, so Shiva is from the UK, and I really like these camera angle changes, by the way. I forgot your name. Wow, I am very rude. Fraser, I'm so sorry, Fraser. Speaking of which, we do actually have an observer for this game. If you guys want to check him out on Twitter, he is at Frozen Fraser. That is at Frozen Fraser. So yeah, the game should be commencing any moment now. We're just waiting for one of the members from Wanted Academy to restart their PC, I believe. And so I kind of did prematurely start the stream, but we can still talk. Now, I did do minimal research since I only got told I was streaming this game today, but I did find out that MDC have actually played their first game, and they won it. I don't know about what score, but they have already won their first game, so I can't wait to see what comes out of them, especially with the experience from already an official in this league. They're already well underway. honorable mention to some of the other teams in this league as well that I've already seen play. Or actually knows, like teams like Xfinity or Luxor. I'm not sure if Galactus is a Portuguese team. Sorry, Japila. Wow, how do I say your name? Is it Jaupila? Or Jaupila? Or is it? Should I just get rid of Jao? Let's just call you Jao. How about that? So yeah, we are still waiting on. These does say Pila. It's the same as Dick. Oh. W best team in Iceland. Exile best team in Iceland. I'm kidding. In Portuguese, it means Jow Dick. Oh, it means Yo Dick. Yeah, no, that's not good. What up? I'm pretty good. Lobo Ged. Wow, you can see that I haven't streamed in a while. I'm really good indeed. How are you? You fuck Exile on LAN. Can I go to LAN? I'm a god player too. I'm better than any of these guys. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, you can't even see my screen. Yeah, I forgot about that. But anyway, the teams are ready. We are going to be going into a knife round. I will be switching into the scene right now. As you can see, MDC versus Wanted Academy yet again. I can coach. Bro, that's my forte. But either way, MDC versus Wanted Academy. This is going to be a well-hyped game. It's going to be on Overpass out of all maps. A very, very team-based map. Be ready to see a CT side lead come out early. And you'll go with Aquatic Man Deep. I know. I know who this is. Shut up, Baz. Baz, I will stop coaching for you. Yes, but this is all-off pass, except without the all-off bit, because all of the boosts are just gone. Straight into the knife round. Force, Shiva, 20, Dan, and Par on the MDC side is starting on CT for this knife round. And it's a random mix, you believe. I'm not sure, since half of them do seem to have icons and they do seem to have a clan tag altogether. Wanted Academy, however, are very, very suited to the situation. Loads of Wanted Academy profile pictures, and they're taking out on this knife round. And MDC, I don't see any reason they don't choose to stay CT here. And I think we're about to see MDC start on CT. Oh, yeah, they decided to stay. And hopefully this game is a very, very good Overpass game. Here we go. We've got our cameraman here at Frozen Fraser. That is at Frozen Fraser, right at the bottom. Right there. Kuzi, who is behind the scenes running this league. Major big shout out to him. This is powered by Get5. We're going straight in. This is MDC versus Wanted Academy. Now, Wanted Academy here buying 3 sets of smokes and quite a lot of flashes. Seems like they're going to be going for some sort of early execute. Clausen already putting some sort of aggression towards Monster. And already being hit by the guy on Par. Par's actually taking some aggression here. He does seem to be backing off though. As he does know he has his teammate in support if he does get fragged. Here comes out some smokes from Zeke. That's a really nice lineup if you ever need to. I think that's a lineup for... It's for B shorts? Anyway, Flawson comes out here. It's just a fake B exec, and these guys are just going to run towards A. They've completely sold MDC here. That and Flawson actually got picks. Ariel takes out Shiva there. Now it's a 2-on-4. Flaws and Dan versus the rest of Wanted Academy. Ariel takes out another in Dan, and Flaws, the only guy with a pick left in a 1-on-4 situation. And Ariel picks up, I believe, third. Yeah, Ariel, 3 picks in that pistol round. A very, very strong strat coming out from Wanted Academy. You can see that they have done their homework for this game. That is Actually, something I want to see in my games in the future. I'm stealing that. Thank you very much for wanted. And these teams already seem to be on a pretty strong start. MDC here actually going to go for some Deagles and some CZs and the P250, as well as Shiva with this Zeus in connector. But Ariel not over aggressing, not losing this MP5 to a Zeus in Shiva, who's actually now been completely cut off from his team. MDC with a huge aggression from the B area. They know that they funneled wanted into this A site. They know this is going to be an A execute. Flawson being taken down to 2 HP. And here comes the onslaught. Dan takes one down in Flawson. Shiva gets taken out by Ariel. Ariel comes up, claims to Dexum. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, does take out fours. And it's Par left in this A long position in a 1-on-3. And Ariel takes out Par. Now, I just realized I made a big mistake, guys. I didn't bring a glass of water, a bottle of water, any water up here. So my throat is already dying. If any of these teams kill all the time, well, that's going to save my life. But anyway, going straight into this next round here, it's going to be a think I didn't see what MDC had bought. So we're going to see here, they have actually decided to buy into this round. MDC have, with a Mag 7 on Dan in that short position, taken down in the quick B execute. Wanted Academy, lose 3. Zeke does get one, however, and he does still have this monster control, being taken down by fours there. That's a great triple from fours. And now BDV alone in this connector area. Par taking him out. That is... I didn't expect Crimson to just turn up in chat. Some of my friends are in here. Anyway, so that is a round to MDC. Wanted did play that as some sort of bonus round, but they did seem to lose. So now they're going to go for 3 AKs, a Mac 10, and a P250. It's a very weak buy from Wanted, although they do have... Yeah. Yes, Mandeep is a thirsty boy. Lobo, I cannot seem to actually turn X-rays on. That is all up to the cameraman. So if you do have anything against the cameraman, Fraser, you can tell him. Par taking out Flaws and on the hedge. And that is a very good frag for the MDC side. Now it's a 4-on-5. Good thing that the only gun that went down was the P250. So they do still have it. Mac 10s, the Mac 10 and the 3 AKs. One of the AKs actually ringing out onto the head of 20 and that short B position. And it does look like it's going to be an A here from Wanted. But as I say that... Oh no, it does still look like it's going to be an A here from... But they're going to go line up some smokes. This is, I believe, a dumpster smoke. And the other one is a truck smoke. So, yeah, we do see the cross smoke and the truck smoke being put out. And it seems to be a very slow push from Wanted here. Shiva does peek on in. Peek on in, does get one on Dex on BDV. VDV does trade him though. And Par in this backlines. Gets taken out by Ariel. Good read from Ariel, and Dan and Fours now left in a 2-on-3 retake. Wanted have also backed off into these very strong. Very strong. This is a bit of an odd toilet hold from Wanted. But it does mean that any of them touch the bomb, they are going to be annihilated by these AKs and the M4 peeking in. Ariel taking out Dan and Zeke taking out Fours. A great round from Wanted Academy. A decent execute. Great smokes coming out. Just map knowledge, meaning they take that round against MDC. MDC 1, Wanted Academy 3. I can turn X-ray on this way if you want. Yeah. So now MDC gonna go for the Deagle, or the Deeka round, as some people would be calling it. Let's go Wanted Academy. Whoa, we got a Wanted Academy fan in here. Shout out to Nika for supporting his team. And Par here taking a tag onto Floors, and Shiva already being low early in this round. And these guys just flashing onto Par, and just Par is completely stuck. There's Zeke. Easy kill. Shiva does take one out onto Aerial though. And in fact takes all of Connector knowingly. But he does decide to rotate off towards the B site. Now this is kind of a ghost control from MDC here. Number 7, I cannot. This is great. I can't see who number 7 is, but number 7 there, he doesn't know that they have. He doesn't know that they no longer have connector. As far as Wanted know, MDC have full connector control and could be on the fast rotate behind them at any point in time. So this could be a risky execute from Wanted. But they are going to go for the same A smokes as last time. 30 seconds left into this round. All MDC need to do is stall with these deagles. The Fours does miss the first and the second. Dexon takes out Fours. Florin takes out Dan. 20 going through the smoke, getting taken out. And Shiva here just going to save the AK. Yeah, and these are some really, really nice camera angles here. It's just watching him run away. I, in fact, actually enjoy this camera control. But can we please get X-ray on Mr. Fraser? Yeah, and the hunt is on. The hunt is on, as you can see. BDV searching around that B site just in case Shiva is there. Shiva being in an axial position, that is one of the most safe positions. You can't hear the... Oh, I wish you could. You can't hear the music in the background from the door behind him. It's just disco a little bit. He doesn't get found because Wanted don't want to give up their weapons towards Shiva. They didn't know he already had the AK, and they just didn't want to lose anything more. Shiva keeps the AK, and it should be MDC's. MDC actually decide to half buy this round. I'm going to try to have a strong eco for the next few rounds. Kenny S is not playing for Wanted Academy, unfortunately. I wish he was. X-ray is broken because of panorama. It's to do with the way camera caster control works now. Oh, I am very, very sorry, Fraser. Whereas nothing Gilbert does not play. Nothing Jordan Gilbert doesn't play either. Oh, and Fours gets dropped on by Flawson. But Flawson gets taken out. Fours on 19 HP left. Par already got taken out earlier on that I didn't seem to have seen. And now it's just this double hold door getting closed here. This is something. Shiva and Dan taking one apiece. Zeke and Ariel now left on a 2-1-4. This is dire from Ariel. And Ariel does actually still get one. Zeke also gets one, or Zyke, however you say it. I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. It's now on a 2-1-2. And Fours is on 1 HP, rotating all the way from this heavy position. 20 gets Ariel in the back though. And Zyke, or Zeke, however you say it, is left with a bomb on this B site in a 1-on-2 situation. Call him Zeke. Okay. We'll be calling him Zeke. But Zeke does do a very smart thing here, rotating through this short position, clearing it out, making sure that there's no one here, just in case if there is someone there, he's just backstabbing them. And now he knows that there's no one here, he could just wait until they touch the bomb. Takes out the one, but the bomb is on the other side. Fours doesn't get it, he has no kit, and he has lost the round. I think he might also be taken out by the bomb here. No, he does survive. And that's it. And that's another round to Wanted Academy. Almost losing to mistakes yet again. Ariel seeming to be the only one getting frags on that side. Meanwhile, Fours is the only one that seems to be getting any major frags on the MDC side. But they are not capitalizing on those mistakes that Wanted give them. They get the frag or two, but they still seem to be getting all of this control and all of this space and just not capitalizing on any of it. But here boosting up Dan, and it's a standard B control, A control thing coming out from MDC. Wanted also doing a boost as well. These are two boosts very close to each other. Mollied out, par. He does see the one go into connector and instantly gets hit by Dex and by shooting. Shiva missing the shot onto Zeke, who is now moving back towards that connector position. Across the map somewhere, Aerial gets taken out. My bad. Razor, is there a command that I can do to just turn X-rays on? That's not this. I mean, I will turn that on in clutch situations where it's a one-on-one, they're looking at each other, you know. But so anyway, here it comes. Florin making another fake. What a shot there! The one tap onto Dan. And the two MDC players quickly rotating towards this A site. Wanted to just freely take this B site for free. 20 does take out Florin, but they still seem to be fixated onto this being an A. They're going to be mad when they find out that it wasn't an A, but it was actually a B this entire time. And now they know. I think they've decided to just save these AKs. Yeah, and it just seems to be the save onto long from the MDC side. Wanted Academy go up on their 6th round. Wanted Academy about to be 6, MDC 1. Spec underscore show or X-ray 1. No. Because that's the same as clicking X on my keyboard. Either way, it is now into the 8th round. MDC only have a singular round to their name. Wanted with 6. They have come with a lot of preparation. And they're pushing through all these mistakes. It's going to be a half bar here from MDC with that Mat 7 on Dan. The AWP is still out on Shiva yet again. And Wanted already go a man down. Wanted going for this B control setup. They're going to go and par on top, taking out Aerial. A free kill, and it's a 3-on-5 here. They can entry this correctly, although they are facing 3. Zeke already taking out 20. Now Dan and Par being left. Par taking a tag onto BVD, but he does get the frag in the end, and it's a 3-on-3 now. Wanted, it was looking so dire for Wanted. They had already made so many mistakes, and MDC already capitalized so much. But MDC just further aggressed and got taken out, and it's just further shown by Zeke and Florisan taking out 2 more of their own. Floors left, getting BDV. He is now left on 2 HP. That Molly very close to him can take him out. Florisan also taken out. Zeke is actually left on 6 HP. If he throws this Molly and decides to defuse, he has won the round. Oh no, my bad. I did not see where Zeke was. I thought he was on that short position. But either way, that is a 7th round to Wanted. I don't know how Wanted are getting away with the amount of mistakes they are, especially on overpass. MDC, they get those frags, and they're just overly aggressive. They're making their own mistakes after punishing mistakes. It's just... If I was in MDC's position, I would probably just take a frag, back off. Now here, they catch out Dexom, always does, and he's just going to stand here and gets taken out by Dexom here, and wasn't much he could do. And Shiva trying to aggress gets taken out. Dan does take out Aerial in that connected position yet again. Wanted being very weak in that position so far. Bomb is towards the A side of the map, but he is being rotated over towards that monster position. So 3 versus 4 here. MDC being the weaker side, and only having the one with the AK on this B site. Can he make the hero play that he is needed to do? Or will he be taken out and will Wanted most likely get that 8th round? Find out next time on. Anyway, Dan holding this angle, does get the 1. Smoke's coming out now. He does spot a second and gets BDV on the second. Doesn't know that Zeke is right next to him and gets taken out. It's a 2-on-2 here. Zeke and Florazan. But look where the utility is. And 20, I'm sure, does spot him. Florazan gets taken out. But 20 sees him through the smoke. Takes some tags, but gets taken out by Zeke. It just seems to be Wanted knowing what to do in these. Wanted still do know what to do in these 3vx situations, 2vx situations, 4vx situations. They know how to play with a man down. Looks like they've played with a man down their entire life. Dexom also looking, if you look at his logo, it also doesn't look like he does play for the academy team. It looks like he plays for the main team. It might just be an error with the logos, or maybe he's an IGL or something. So far, MDC just making so many mistakes after capitalizing. Now, this is what I want to see more of from MDC. Shiva getting that pick early towards the A site, and it's backing off all the way back to A site. Now, I think that's a bit extreme of what we wanted, but it's still a very similar thing to what I wanted to see out of this side. Zeke, he did spot that head. This is a great boost from Zeke. You can see he did spot that head, but he doesn't know where these players are anymore. And if MDC, oh, the jump onto Dan. Zeke taking out Dan there. Wanted capitalizing yet again on MDC's mistakes on not checking their angles. And it just seems to be those timing plays. And now Smoke's being lined up from Wanted for this B execute. Bomb is actually rotating away from this monster position. I can't toggle X-ray M3. I really can't. I apologize profusely, but I really can't turn off. Oh, and 4 is being blinded here. 2 in front of him. He was fully blinded though. And he gets 1 onto Zeke, but gets traded out by Aerial really quickly. And it's a 3-on-3 here. Shiva on site misses the shot onto the bomb planter. Florazan takes out Par elsewhere on the map. Shiva with a great flick onto Aerial, but gets taken out by Florazan. 20 now left in. Gets a dink though. He gets 1, and if he just holds his bomb down, if he doesn't die here, he gets the clutch, the 1-on-2 clutch from 20. Some nutty shots hit there by MDC, but oh yeah, no, I did talk out. Yeah, the odd underscore. That's the other way I know about doing X-rays. Like, I don't know any other way of doing those X-rays, so I decided let's just R underscore draw on the models too. I've got a bind for it. Easy enough. Anyway, it seems that 4's here has this FAMAS close to this A site, close to the smoke. And it looks like Wanted are trying to take some A short early control or A long early control, with BDV actually playing very passive towards this monster set. MDC also taking B short control and looking to continue aggressing towards this fountain position. He walks into it, back to Dexom. Dexom completely capitalizes on this aggression. And this is when Wanted probably going to try to pounce towards this A short position. Par does see Aerial turning his back to him, however, and it looks like, oh, it was through the window, and Shiva now being the only guy on A, having a rotation coming in through the Par. Shiva getting taken down by Florazan all the way down long with an AWP. That is not a fight you will be that you should be losing. Never mind, be better to lose on. And Par now in the smoke right next to one of the Wanted players. He comes through, and he comes through big, taking out Florazan. 3-on-3 here, but Wanted have already deceived enough. They have taken that B site with force. Seems to be MDC's weakness, rotating off of sites way too early, not sticking enough. And 20, you need to know that this Wanted player is already here. He had already taken out one of his teammates, so that is probably why he knows. And Dexom taking out 20 there. Par Also getting mollied out in this 1-on-3 situation. He has almost no chance. And Dexom taking his 4th of the round. A quick and easy 4k for Dexom there. Meaning this is Wanted 9, MDC 2. Now, MDC here have been completely reset. They are probably going to force up the Deagles, force up the CZs, and that's exactly what they're going to be doing for this round. Wanted again on another just AK3. They're going to go for this fast B execute. They're going to hope that it's not the site that MDC are on. Oh my god, you thought MDC were 1-0? No, they are 1-0 in this league. Yes, Rural. They actually have won the first game of this league, and Ariel has taken out one. Dan taking out Ariel though. It's a 3-on-3, and there's an AK in the hands of Shiva. This could go either way. BDV does take out Dan though, and Shiva getting tagged up through the smoke. Floral on 1 HP, and I think Shiva's already ready to save this AK. Well, as you can see here, MDC actually only won their first round in the third. Oh, their first round in the third round, the first gun round of the game, which was more of a bonus round for Wanted. Oh, Floran taking out Shiva through the wood, through the steel there, and Zeke from the heaven position, just AK straight to the head. And MDC lost another round. 13th round here. Wanted are on 10 rounds to MDC's 2 on the CT side of the map. That is Overpass. MDC have performed very appallingly. Only player that seems to be showing up so far has to be the player of 4s. Maybe you can make a case for Dan as well, but it just seems that Wanted have way too much prepared and way too many tactics for this MDC side. And yet again, just a fast entries here from Wanted, knowing that they're going to be on this eco. Dan now with a CZ in this water position, getting taken down, and falls left on a 1v5 with just a USP. He's going to probably go for some exits here. Yeah, and Wanted just looking very, very strong indeed. Next round, 14th round, it's just going to be 11-10 to Wanted. Now, just a reminder for any of you guys, MDC is a Portuguese organisation. I am not sure about any of the player nationalities, but MDC do seem to all be Portuguese, as far as I have been told. And they have already won a game in the RDYUP Season 3. Games so far. Of course, just being left here to save just a USP. He didn't lose or make any money there, as he was on that CT side. And now Wanted going to be facing in another gun round. Shiva actually opting to save some money for utility there, buying himself an MP5. A risky buy indeed, especially since he is one of the 2 playing on the A side of the map. Seems to be again another default from this MDC side, and again Wanted going for this 3-1-1 setup towards that A side of the map. But Wanted actually taking A long control very, very fast here. Yeah, and they've gone completely up. And there's, oh, Shiva's heard it, but Dexom takes out Shiva. And now Floor's rotating in, does take out one, fully blind through a smoke, can't find another one. He's just gonna back off through bank. A free site being taken there by Wanted. It's just because of map controls. MDC going through a smoke there. Dexel. Dan actually taking out Ariel elsewhere on the map. Zeke taking out 20, but getting quickly traded by 4s in a molly now. Dan also taking out BDV, and Dexom left in a 1v3 situation. 2 of them are low, so this is still doable. Dexom does take out one of the players that are low, but in turn making himself low, and the 2 other players, one with an AWP, one with an AK, are left around the bomb. Now this round just crumbled in the backlines for Wanted. They took too long to get that bomb towards the site, and they just lost it to Dan coming up that connector position, and it just completely ruined them. And MDC take that 14th round. Round number 15, final round of the half. MDC need to take this round if they are any chance of actually winning this game. And it's going to be another full buy here for Wanted. Another 5 AK buy. And MDC, on the other hand, actually have less money than they did last round. Opting for 2 FAMASs for this last round. But do still have an AK on forwards. That one-shot potential could swing this entire round on its head. Looks like there's about to be another peek here, but Aerial is already holding it. And never mind, it just did look like 120 wanted to peek over into the apps position through this boost. And there's actually another boost the other way this time by the Wanted players. They opened the door, Dink coming out, and that nade taking out Aerial. Great nade and Dink from 20. Both the players are actually low, and the molly coming out as well, completely making Floral go to the other side, have to back off. My bad. And Dexon taking out Dan. Oh my god, my throat is dry. I should have brought up some water. And you guys had the water delivery service by any chance? I really need I really need some water. Please no comeback. I agree with you, Fraser. My throat is dying. You're fucking hungry. And Shiva takes out one onto Zeke, but Floral San, I'm just going to call him San, takes out the one. And Fours, in this prolonged fight against Dexon, does get dinked up and gets taken out. Par now left with the AWP on 73 HP. Floral has 42 HP and also gets the bomb plant down, but does get taken out by Par. BDV left on this 1v2 situation. AK versus AK and M4. BDV does take out 20 there, but Par swinging on him takes that 4th round for MDC. MDC have a slight chance of still coming back into this game. They have to have prepared for this T half though. Yeah, and as you can see just by looking at that scoreboard there, right at the bottom, at Frozen Fraser, that is our observer for this game. That is our cameraman. That is the man, the G, the legend, Frozen Fraser. Also in chat, MLG Fraser. A very, 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 very talented observer. So MDC here are going to have to go out very strongly, and I'm going to have to take a huge row of rounds if they want to do anything for this half. If one to take a single round away from MDC very early on, it is going to be very, very hard for MDC to even take any control back. Go bring water, 25 seconds. I didn't realize, and now I'm stuck. But anyway, MDC 4, Wanted Academy 11. And this map of Overpass, already seems to be just about over. Wanted Academy heading off in a normal 3-2 scenario here. 3 towards that B site, 2 towards this A short area. And MDC looking like they're going to do a fast A monster control setup. Already 3 people towards this B side of the map, ready to counter this. Zeke already taking out 4s. Shiva does still have a molly here. BDV taking out Dan. Zeke taking out Par. Florin taking out Shiva. And 20 now left in the smoke after planting to be taken out by Dexon. Wanted takes the first round and a rush B. That is what they thought of in the minute that they had. I don't even know how long, but it felt like a minute that they had for halftime. That is what they discussed. I'm very, very disappointed in that MDC side, and it just seems like Wanted just have so much more under their belt. Sorry about that, I just had to mute my mic. Dry throat is coughing me already, and Dan being taken out by Dex on there. The deco round coming up from MDC with actually a few flashes from 20. I have seen flashes completely turn around on their head before, and that pick from Dan is already a huge blow to Wanted's defense, especially against any rush. Dan looking towards this toilet position and getting taken down health, and also Shiva also being taken down in health by BDV. Par has this B short position, and this B short position is a very crucial position to have for this MDC side. Ooh, a bait setup coming out here at this barrels position. One looking straight down, one ahead. That guy gets taken out, and the other guy isn't seen necessarily, and it looks like B is the site of choice for this MDC side as they gather around B short and B monster, ready to pounce. The flash goes off, and they start peeking out. Smoke also comes down. Second one comes out, and Shiva actually taking out his own teammate. Zeke taking out two. Florin taking out one. Dan does get one on Florin though. Zeke taking out Dan. Means that the round is over. Wanted 13, MDC 4. MDC have a very little chance to win this game, but they do have a gun round to go through here. Wanted with the lesser guns on the two FAMASs, the two M4s, but they do have the AWP advantage, considering it is a glass cannon AWP. Which is going to be a very hard round for Wanted if they want to take this. Wanted already throwing out a smoke towards the monster position to counteract that smoke towards the A short position. MDC do however have that B short position, and Aerial, look at him over there at that fountain position, already pushed up all the way, and Par actually looking to check this right now. We're about to see a fight between Aerial and Par. Par taking out Aerial there means that Wanted don't know if it's going to be a pushback, and that stack is also taken out in Florin. Wanted now left in 3-man, two of them actually towards this A side of the map, and the B side only being Zeke. If MDC decide to take this B side of the map, it is going to be the correct call, but they do seem to be launching a fake 2-man attack towards this A side of the map. Shiva taking out Zeke, and it does seem like Wanted to save this one. About to walk straight into Par. Dexum does take him out, however, and that does seem to be round for Wanted. Yeah, MDC were getting ready to execute onto that A side of the map, which is crazy to see, especially since Wanted were ready to save towards that A long side of the map. A missed shot there from Dexum onto, I believe that was Dan. A flash pushing Dexum off of that angle, and yeah, the save. Wanted losing another round. Dan being taken down though, that is a blow to MDC's economy. They are still going to be able to bite that AK. However, it does mean it's going to be harder in the future. I do not know what MDC stands for. I am extremely sorry for not knowing. Well then. That is very alright. I'll pretend I never read. Anyway, MDC actually taking a 5th round there means that it's going to be much harder for Wanted, and I do not know which team actually took this pause. It is the Wanted side who are going to go for a buy round here. Dexum actually has some armor into this round this time. So the AWP and the AK have the head armor. Meanwhile, the rest of the Wanted side have the normal armor. Very low utility throughout from that Wanted side. Only having Dexum and Zeke in a reasonable amount of utility. Meanwhile, this MDC side is loaded with utility. They could try to draw out that first wave of utility from Wanted and pounce onto a site with only guns to be facing off against. Par being taken out there by MDV. Seems to be a fast A from MDC here. Dan almost shooting his teammate. Florin taking out 20 there from that short position. MDC did not seem to have any control towards that. Floor's going ready to go through this smoke. He is going to be caught by Zeke any moment now. Florin actually taking out Shiva. Zeke taking out Fours. And Dexum AWPing onto Dan. Left in this 1v3 situation. He does catch Dexum with his back to his thing. And the last two players are 1 HP. One towards this short position, one towards this monster position. It is going to be a hard round here for Par if he wants to take it. But the bomb has been given to him. And that flash out means Par knows where he's coming from. Taking out Zeke and then taking out Ariel. Another round for MDC. Another clutch for Par. Very well played from him. Playing it patiently, playing it to the info that the enemy are given and wanted. Another mistake, and a mistake that they shouldn't be having. Losing another round to MDC. Now, MDC looking like they're going to go for some sort of default here. Some sort of default or a B split coming out towards this B short. Wanted stacking towards this A side of the map with the Deagle on Florisan as the only player with any sort of upgraded pistol for this Wanted Academy side. Fours taking out 2 on BDV and Florisan, taking out a third onto Ariel. Eco frags, baby, eco frags, as some people would say. No enthusiasm in that whatsoever. Fours also taking out Zeke. Now left Dexom versus Fours. Will Fours be able to get this? Ace. He does. An ace for Fours. I think that is the first ace of this entire tournament, if I am not mistaken. And it just seems to be very, very strong here. Really quickly, I'm just going to be showing you the headshot percentages and the KDs and the ADR from this team. Here you can see that Florizan and Fours both on over 100 ADR. They're both doing very, very well. Effective flashes seems to be very, very low from the MDC side, which would make sense as they are a mixed side. But they are not going down easy here. 6 rounds now, the difference from, I believe, what was a 9-round difference to a 6-round difference. It seems to be the Wanted are starting to lose their gripping on this game, and the momentum is swinging. Par only on this Mac 10 for this round, and he will probably be entering, trying to get the info. Already 3 men here on this Wanted side, on the B side of this map, are already stacked on, ready for MDC to pounce. Par doesn't spot the body in Zeke, I am sure, but Zeke is still taken down by Par by that Mac 10. He has the weapon advantage, but he can't capitalize. Florizan, BDV, and Ariel taking out 1 each. And short is where the bomb is right now. The 2 players penned in. MDC look like they are about to lose this gun round. And they're hopes of winning this game. The boost does come out, however, and is missed. Shiva missing a crucial shot there. And BDV tries to trade onto 20, but he does get the kill onto 20. Shiva now left on 13 HP. Didn't have bullets to try to kill that player. Par taking a pause for this next round. Shiva getting taken out there by Florizan. And now it is 14-7. 14 rounds here for Wanted. Take 1 more, and they've at least secured OT. And this doesn't seem very good for MDC. If they do want to try to buy into this, there's going to be a drop from Fours most likely if we're going to see this buy. And it is going to be a close game if MDC do still continue this pacing that they've had, even with that loss around. San with that pre-fire. Hello, reported. XD, XD, XD indeed. Should be reporting him. So yeah, sorry for being so silent. The observing is top notch, Fraser. It's top notch. And it's now already, here's just a quick update. It's wanted 14, MDC 7. The match pause has come in. MDC looking like they're just waiting for fours to probably take a dump or something. I do not know what he is doing. I will not judge. But Wanted do still have the money to buy. Wanted do have the money to buy into this round with the AWP on Zeke. Rosan, however, unfortunately has to hold that FAMAS, the weakened rifle, but can still do great things and can still get frags, and that is all you actually need out of a gun. Actually, by that logic, wouldn't the Zeus be decent? 16-14 is the prediction in chat from AAA Lil XXX. Great name, by the way, man. Great name. And while this pause continues, we will be quickly moving over just to the scoreboard thing. I don't know why I just did that. But yeah, as you can see, MDC had already won their first game, actually off forfeit. That is why MDC did win their first game of the series. And the pause should be very close there to the end. Wanted were raring to go. Florzan actually just ringing that FAMAS, ringing it. And the freeze time has ended. Florzan has dropped his teammate in Shiva and hasn't seemed to have bought. But par now, or unpausing, meaning that this round is now underway. Another default from this Wanted side, 3 towards B, 2 towards this A side of the map, already taking A short very quickly, and actually looking to aggress even further with the AWP with Zeke, looking towards this playground's position. Missing the first shot, Zeke does take out Shiva though on that cross. A very, very good headshot, and 20 now. Ready to refrag, trying to refrag this. He does know that there could be a possibility there is more than one, and is turned around. It looks like Wanted know the possibility of a peak. Aerial taking out the one in par, and also taking out 20. MDC now left in a 2-on-5 situation. This is going to have to be a phase. Aerial taking out Dan. 1-on-5 here for Fours if he wants to take anything away from this round. He knows that the bomb is on the other side of the map, so he's not going to over-aggress towards that frag. And the bomb has now been spotted by that Wanted side. What's with the FPS being at like 20? I have no idea, man. Is it better? It may be because I tabbed it. Either way, Fours now not without the AK losing this. It is now match point. Wanted Academy. Yeah, sorry so much, Steve, by the way, for the 20 FPS. I don't know how long that was on for because I had tabbed out and I forgot to tab back in. But yeah, Wanted now on their 15th round. This is round number 23. MDC's 7 rounds. Still very good T side from MDC overall. But this is their last-ditch effort if they want to take this. They have CZs and I believe a Deagle. A very, very weak buy. And it's going to be very dire. Zeke taking out Fours, already starting to cross that dream. Shiva does have a scout, and scouts are very, very strong in this sort of round. Scouts can just do take a tag and then it can be cleaned up by a pistol very later, or even the same scout. Bad flash out there. Shiva does take out Aerial, taking out Dexum through the wood. That is a strong headshot. Shiva with 2 kills so far, taking it back into a 3-on-3. All MDC players have a primary weapon now. Par taken out by by San. BDV taking out 20. Shiva also taking out BDV in the back. 3k for Shiva. If Shiva wants to win this round, he needs to ace it out. He needs to ace in this 1-on-2 situation here. Has a smoke and a nade to work with against a full utility on Zeke and the AWP and the A1S with still a flash on Sam. Zeke, full utility, is already taken out. The AWP is already taken out there. And now it's Shiva versus EDV, I believe it was. No. Wow, I'm already losing track of player names. Either way, the bomb is down here. Retake coming out from A short, but it just seems to be a loop. It just seems to be a loop here. And the players come through the toilet area. San doesn't know it. Checks long. He's about to get shot in the back of the head without knowing. And this nade should be the end. Oh, bad nade from Shiva. But Shiva aces it out in that 1-on-3 situation. The fifth frag there from Shiva. Second ace from this MDC side. Second ace of this game, my bad. First one was an NDC against Ecos, but this one was an Eco round from was a force round from MDC, and that's their 8th round. Wanted now, getting desperate to shut this out. Not gonna Eco, gonna go for AWP, MP5, semi-buy, just a all-around weird buy. A weird boost coming out here from Wanted, missing their shots, and actually getting shot through the wall. Florizan is. Nades coming back through over Dan, taking out Florizan. Par also taking out BDV. Zeke does take out Dan, however, and now is also all alone, taking out Utility at a bad time as Par takes him out. And it's Famas and an AWP left. Famas also being taken out there, 20 taking out Ariel, and Dexom left in this 1v4 situation. MDC can't afford to make a single mistake here. Dexom actually doesn't even have armor into this, so one nade could end. It's a good thing that MDC don't have any more nades, but one nade could have ended Dexom's life there. It doesn't matter. Fours just wide peeking that. Takes out Dexom. Also taking the AWP. Wanted 15. MDC 9. MDC actually have a chance of coming back into this game. Wanted slipping. But what all it is one mistake from MDC, and this game is completely over. MDC looking like they're going to split into a mostly default, and it's a stack here from Wanted, all in this water position. This is a great angle. This is a great camera angle. I love this Fraser. This just shows the stack. And MDC are actually looking like they're about to choose this B side of the map. So this could be a juggly one. But it does look like it's going to go MDC's way just because of pure firepower. But those USP dinks, they could do a lot. And here we go. Par gets 2. Florizan takes 1 out. Dexom also taken out. Zeke taken out. And Florizan taken out. Dan getting 2. Par getting 2. And Shiva getting 1. Gotti's score are that as follows. I will move it back to more stats so you can see the kills. Yeah, and 20 just not seeming to be performing so far. But the rest of the team, especially in fours part. And in some extent, Dan and Shiva actually fragging, meaning that this Wanted side are actually juggling, but BDV not performing on that Wanted side, but Florizan and Zeke are performing to just have this. 20 taking out BDV there. Great shot there by 20. No. I'm a bit tired, my bad. 20 taking out Ariel there. Wanted about to lose another round. Florizan, great shot. Florizan, another great shot. 20 taking out Zeke though in that connected position. And it's just the two players on this B side of the map, and the MDC have this read, just knife out towards the safe side of the map. They just know. But the rotations are slowly coming in, and it does look like Wanted, with those 2 AKs that they have picked up, are going to be trying this one. They do also have a smoke on Florizan, so if they can get onto the bomb side, smoke off bomb, they could try to go for some sort of 10-second ninja. Very bad idea, but they can go for it. 1 on the bomb side, taking out Florizan, and I think they should trigger a save from Dexom. Yeah, and as I said, Dexom has decided to save. And that's 11th round for MDC. Wanted are just letting this slip gradually through their fingers. Only guy that seems to be getting those crucial flags seems to be Florizan. The impact frags just aren't there from Wanted. They're just lacking. Dexom does take out Floors though, getting taken out by 20 while trying to go for the AWP there. And MDC 11, Wanted 15. MDC have more than enough money to buy here. Wanted in a pretty bad economical state after this buy. If they lose this one, they're gonna have to go for another eco, and things get really, really dicey. But the 2 AWPs is a very, very good investment from that Wanted side. And they're going to probably juggle them across the map from each other. Aerial on this much needed close position. The cunningness, we've seen this in an earlier round. But MDC playing towards this B side of the map. Bomb is actually at that B short area. It looks like it's going to be a B execute here for MDC. Yeah, and I don't believe, and as you can see, Zeke actually rotating back towards the safe side of the map because no A presence whatsoever. Just gives it away, and these nades and smokes are nades and mollies, my bad, and now smokes are coming over for this Wanted side. Actually, the MDC don't seem to be pushing on this first wave. Maybe they have a second wave in plan. Zeke actually getting taken down to half HP there by one of the MDC players through the wall, through the wooden wall. Floors almost being taken down while trying to rotate back. Now left 224 HP. Wanted, get ready to defend this B site. Floors takes down one. Power B taken down by BDV. And it's a 4-on-4. A 3-on-3 on this B. 3-on-4 on this B site. Zeke does take out one. Floors in the smoke. Doesn't decide to push it in the end. Good thing he didn't. Par was watching it. Floors does take out one. Florestan through the smoke. Getting taking out Par here. And taking out Floors. Shiva now in a 1-on-2 to save this game. Takes out Florestan, but Aerial hits that much crucial thing. And it's 16-11. 16-11 to Wanted. Very, very good game indeed. Actually an enjoyment to watch it. Very good T-sides from both of those rounds. Big shout out to Florestan for, don't look at that rank by the way. This is definitely a smurf. Right. Either way, very, very, very well done from both of those teams there. If you want to be checking our observer for that game now, at Frozen Fraser. If you want to be checking me out, I am at Zesty Edits on Twitter. You can find me on the Discord for the RDYUP Discord. And if you have any other further questions, you can be asking. Shut up, Squiddy. Thank you all for watching this game. So yeah, if there is any other questions, I will be answering this. I'll be answering. Otherwise, probably a good night. Oh yeah, it doesn't seem like you guys have anything in plan. So, thank you all very much for watching. Sorry for the delay, and sorry for the bad casting. I'm not very good at solo casting, if you couldn't tell. It's pretty much my first dabble into solo casting, except for a failure of an EEL game literally 2 days ago. First day I've casted in about a month, so it's actually been a pretty good experience. Thank you all for being there for me. Thanks everyone in chat. Like, it's really motivational to have people in chat for me and just like not being alone for once. MDC and Wanted to take that game 16 to whatever it was. Wow. And that is it for today. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.